Good evening. It's almost 11:30 on the 16th of March 2020. My name's Jane Sanders. I'm coming to you from lovely Sussex. And just a brief introduction, I'm a specialist lawyer, unregistered barrister to be exact. Means I don't have pupillage, but I do run a specialist claims management company as well called JSCS. I'm here in my personal capacity after I've been working with a number of consumers with increasing numbers of problems with caravans that they were sold either to live in or they were sold as a dream, etc., etc. We've got an unhappy caravan owners, a legal beagle project that's set up. We're only a few in number, and we are using that launch pad to create a system whereby people like yourselves can actually get in touch with us and all the other pages that we promote. So just to let you know, we're not here to take away numbers from any other pages. We are here to promote all the other pages that we think are worthy, and we will do exactly that. On top of that, we are also here, I'm speaking on behalf of a committee. The committee are in effect standing behind me because a rather unpleasant series of events took place not so long ago, where a large page that was being promoted by myself and everybody, in fact, because it's run by a really good team. Things went a little bit sour, and a number of people have been hurt when they were thrown off that page. So effectively, we're a small band of brothers. We've banded together, and we are seeing what can be done. Now, what can be done is absolutely enormous, and what needs to be done is even bigger. So if you like what you're hearing, I have been advised by my adult children that I need to ask you to like and subscribe. Why? Because there's lots more of this coming. What we also need from you is to sign a petition. Why is that petition actually going to be necessary? Well, it's fair to say that the caravan owners in the UK, probably 250 million of them, are seriously underrepresented. Their legal rights aren't well known. The forums that exist for them to be able to exercise those rights aren't cost effective or accessible, and myself and the committee that stand behind me for the moment, for fear of seriously nasty reprisals from a lot of people, to be fair, are working towards unifying all those people that actually have the decency to actually stand together and say, look, we're not on your page, we don't care, let's see if we can work together. This is not about who owns what idea, or in fact anything other than who owns what caravan, because the fact remains that all of the people that I've come into contact with, they all have the same thing in common. They use their own hard-earned money, be it finance or cash, to actually purchase a caravan. And when they've bought that caravan, they've realised more often than not in every case, that the dream that they were sold is so far from it that it's frightening. And it's frightening for some because that caravan may actually be the only roof over their head that they have. When you now face things like the coronavirus, which is resulting in people needing to self-isolate, and at the very moment when our Prime Minister has given the go-ahead after his COBRA meetings to say, right, okay, you need to self-isolate, and those larger holiday parks are stepping up and saying, if we catch you self-isolating in your caravan, you're going to be asked to leave. They know fine well that the majority of the people in those circumstances do not have another address. Are we going to stand by as members of the UK public and allow these people that have bought caravans to live in, bearing in mind that some of these things are in excess of £300,000, are we really going to allow corporations and or licensing authorities to put these people out into a situation where not only are they potentially spreading the virus to even more people than is necessary, but they are at risk of dying themselves? They need to self-isolate for a reason. If a caravan is the only thing that you have to do it in as a direct result of being missold, you cannot be denied that human right. And yes, I'm touching on something contentious because yes, we do still have the Human Rights Act until the effects of Brexit come to light. As it stands at this particular moment in time, these individuals are protected by the Human Rights Act. It is a basic human right to have a roof over your head, particularly if you've paid for it. If there is a legal ramification, that there is some issue over how you came to be in that caravan or whether it's actually fit for purpose, that's by the by. If it means that just for the duration, and we're talking about a 4-month period based on the information that is coming out of WHO, then I believe that any actions by any parks to actually evict for any reason should be suspended in the interest of promoting good health and the health of the lifeblood of those parks. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that those individuals that have bought those caravans are still paying their pitch fees. Those pitch fees are the income and renewal income that those holiday parks are relying on. So don't think that just by evicting you that they won't put somebody else in there, and just check to make sure that they've got another PO box, so they've got another home that they can go to. They will continue to make their money at the expense of the consumers. So my advice to those people that believe that they may have it, you are advised to self-isolate. And if you've got a problem, talk to me on YouTube. We've got a Twitter account going. We've got the Legal Beagle project going, and we will start listing all of the other pages that we are working with, so you can go and speak to any number of your UK compatriots to find out what's going on across the sector. One thing is sure, we will be here with you whilst this is going on, and anybody that comes back onto YouTube and tells me that they are facing eviction because they've contracted the coronavirus, you can guarantee that that notification will be going straight to a Member of Parliament. And I say that because the conduct of certain parties, we have a suspicion of who it may have been or which group it may have been, that deleted a petition prepared by a gentleman that almost lost his life as a result of a poorly cited caravan that he purchased, that had the audacity to delete that petition. Just goes to show the extent to which these people do not want you to unite your voices and speak as one. Whenever anybody tells me I can't do something, my response is, get stuffed, yes I can. So please stand with all of these groups across the UK and get that petition signed. Like and subscribe, and I'll keep you updated as far as possible. Stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers for now. Bye.